On my last video, I made a video covering all the major changes in the new 2.2 beta update on Geometry Lite, and I said I would purposely leave out the smaller changes because I don't want to spoil it for anyone who plans on trying it yourself. But if you are an Android user, then you didn't miss out on anything big, except for one thing that slipped right past my eye while making the video. I realized that if you look at the files of Geometry Lite on Windows, then you can see every icon that will be in the 2.2 update. So I've decided to replace the files of 2.1 icons with the 2.2 icons. So with the power of editing, I'm going to change all of this in a snap. And boom. Alright, so the icons look very different at a first glance, but today I'm going to be reacting to all of them, so let's hop right into the video. And for more Geometry 2.2 news, hit the subscribe button. Now enjoy the video. Okay, so the first icon is the cat icon, and this icon is actually very unique since most icons are made up of clean geometrical shapes, but instead this icon has the effect that makes it feel like a drawing, and it makes the icon feel a little bit more alive, and it also goes by a theme unlike other icons, and you can actually see the features of the icons clearly since the icon isn't overcomplicated, so I think this icon is pretty cool. Here's the second icon. This one has lots of noticeable changes from the first two icons because if you zoom in using a third-party tool, then you can use a magnifying glass and then you can actually find that there is actually a quantipixel that is 1/4 of a millimeter off the actual cube. So that is actually what makes it very unique from the other cube, and it does stand out from all the other icons. So yeah, that's also pretty cool. Alright, so here's the third icon, and I can already see something wrong with it, because if you look at it close enough, then you can see ears on it, and when you think about it, a furry is a human who believes they're an animal, and if you use this icon in-game, then you are a human using an icon that represents a cat, therefore you're using the internet to promote the idea that you are not a human. This is different from video games like Sonic the Hedgehog or Yoshi's Island, because in those games, you wouldn't have a choice, but in Geometry Dash, you can choose hundreds of other icons. Anyways, now we're just gonna look at the fifth one, and this icon is actually cool because yeah, you can come in. What are you doing? I'm filming a reaction video just looking at these icons. Let me see these icons. These icons are actually all the exact same. What? Nah, bro, I don't know what you're talking about. These are all unique. Alright, man, you do you. I'm gonna let you be. I don't know what he's talking about because anyways, let's just continue. As I was saying, this icon is really unique because it definitely stands out from everything else we just saw. Because if you're observant enough, you would notice that according to Newton's first law of motion, every object will remain at rest unless forced to change its state due to an external force. If you watch this video very closely, then you would notice that I moved my cursor on the screen for a little bit. If you didn't notice, that's for a mathematical reason. Because you see, if I moved my cursor on the screen for 1 out of 1,000 raised to the 8th power of a second, or a septillionth of a second, scientists call this a zeptosecond, which is the shortest unit of time, therefore impossible to notice at first glance, and it's physically impossible to pause at the right time without artificial intelligence. Anyways, your cursor is programmed to overlap anything that it touches, but since a computer is a 2D visual, a cursor technically can't overlap anything. It's just cutting through everything for a little bit. Scientists have researched that everything is made of atoms, and atoms cannot be created or destroyed, meaning that the atoms will stay inside of the icon, but it just moved to the other side, and when you piece it all together, then the icon scientifically moved, making this icon really unique and different from all the other ones. Anyways, now let's try playing some of the main levels with these icons, starting with Stereo Madness. Wait a minute, what am I doing here? Hello? Why is my screen going black? You have made a mistake. Your sins will be punished. You cannot go back. What is that meant to mean? I don't know, I guess we'll just move on and play back on track. We warned you. I don't understand. Did I replace the wrong files? Wait. No! 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 If you couldn't already tell, this is just a joke for a video. However, you actually can find new icons in the files of Geometry Lite. If your game is updated, then you can actually find these. I will upload a serious video next, but have a good one anyways.